We're reading from the book Vayima'en. We're keeping watch. At the turn of the 20th century, there was a courtyard near Shar Shechem called Chatzar Strauss. In this modest enclave resided some of the greatest tzaddikim. They lived a life of purity and holiness with one purpose, to serve Hashem in the best way they could. Among this group was a tzaddik by the name of Rav Tzaddik Hirsch Weisfish, a Talmud of Rav Tzvi Michal Shapiro, and the grandson of Rav Nachum Tzedker. And Rav Tzvi Hirsch spent a tremendous amount of time in prayer. He fasted often. Very few people were aware of this in his lifetime, as he avoided all attention, trying his best to stay out of the limelight. One night, at approximately midnight, after a long night of learning, a young Simcha Zel Brody, who later became the Rosh Yeshiva of Hebron Yeshiva, was walking with his father towards their apartment in Chatzar Strauss. In the distance, he saw Rav Tzvi Hirsch Weisfish standing in front of some posters. These posters publicized various events, such as concerts and shows, that were going on in the town. As shocking as it appeared, the tzaddik was not only spending his time reading the signs, but he seemingly genuinely was interested in the specific times in which these events were taking place. As Simchat Zissel drew closer, he became more certain that his eyes were not fooling him, that Rav Tzvi Hirsch's gaze was fixated on one particular event. The following night, a festival was scheduled in a small village right near Yam HaMelech. The Dead Sea was a popular area, with many restaurants, cafes, and coffee houses in the vicinity. The poster promised dancing and music from sunset to sunrise. And was it possible that Rav Tzvi Hirsch would have the slightest interest in this indecent, impure dancing festival? That night, the disturbing scene kept replaying in Simcha Zissel's mind. He knew better than to question the actions of the tzaddik, but the utter confusion caused him a sleepless night. The next morning, Simcha Zissel went to daven at the Vesikin Minyan. There was no other minyan in the neighborhood, and his father, who had watched Rav Tzvi Hirsch along with him, knew he was bothered. He decided to ask Rav Tzvi Hirsch about the incident directly. Together with his son, he walked over to Rav Tzvi Hirsch. However, before they had a chance to express their curiosity, the tzaddik realized what was troubling them. Although normally he would not have divulged his activities, he felt it important for them to know what was going on. I am a part of a group of seven men who have taken upon ourselves to do battle with the Yetzer Hara. Whenever we see him fully at work, each of us, on a rotating basis, takes a day to fight him. We scout out the streets to find out what inappropriate events are taking place in Eretz Yisrael. Then we try to offset that impurity with an extra dose of holiness and sanctity. This is the only way to protect our holy land. During our watch, it is forbidden to eat, drink, or sleep, or do anything extra except learning Torah. We cannot and we must not allow the Yetzer Hara to dance together with our children. Yesterday I saw the poster publicizing an event near Yam HaMelech, and I was checking the exact times because the night is my turn, and I must know the precise time that the festival will take place, so I can combat those forces of evil with acts of Kedusha. Many years later, Rav Simcha Zissel, a giant in his own right, told the story and emphasized the importance of every Yid doing his part. We must not become discouraged by the power of our opponent. Together we can successfully slay the giant that is the Yetzer Hara. Each of us must do our small part at keeping watch. Through that, we are fighting the evil inclination and keeping the world standing. One may wonder if anyone will notice or care if we guard our eyes one extra moment or take an additional precaution in protecting ourselves from the Nisionos. He is watching and he does care. If we follow a breach in the wall of protection, it can open the floodgates, but if we shield ourselves from the Yetzer Hara, we can save the world, and ourselves along with it. Thanks, and we'll continue tomorrow.